What is going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Joel's News and Views. Excuse me, All American Sports Network. I'm thinking about my other channel. All American Sports Network. If it's your first time tuning into the broadcast, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell up top. Please look in the description area and support the channel with all of the links below where you can actually donate. If not, don't you worry. I will have the ticker going so that way you can always see where to go up here and support the channel. So, with that being said, guys, we are going to go ahead on here and jump straight into this. Now, we're going to talk about and show the highlights of the Washington versus the New York Giants. And let me tell you guys, this was a game the New York Giants should have been walking away with the W, but there was a lot of mistakes made. But I'm going to let you see the highlights. I'm not even going to comment on the highlights, but I am going to break down what could have been done and what could have made this a more of a realistic and competitive game. With that being said, let me go ahead on here to my handy dandy audio selection.
Slow it down. High snap. Jones keeps. Tries to sneak through and cannot. Brought down by Jonathan Allen and a loss of 2. Washington gets pressure and down goes Jones. Chase Young and Montez Sweat. Washington gets pressure and down goes Jones. Chase Young and Montez Sweat.
Their mission this offseason, much like the Giants, was to get some playmakers and some speed on the field.
Heineke throws and caught. Nice grab by the rookie. De'Ami Brown up to get it, and a completion for their first down of 22 yards.
On Terry McLaurin.
Heineke, good protection. There he is. Pass is caught. McLaurin. 5 first downs on this drive. Heineke ends on McLaurin. Touchdown.
James Bradbury, watch him here. He backs up, so he's outside technique, and then you've got the post, but by alignment and the speed, he threatens him. And see how he's on his outside? Then it just opens up.
Good enough to return 3rd and 3. Jones is sacked. Jonathan Allen again. 5th among rookies in rushing yards, 5th in yards from scrimmage. Tied for 1st with 11 touchdowns as Heineke throws. He's got his man, the tight end, Thomas. Hey, go out. 3rd down and 1. Handoff, touchdown, McKissick.
There we go, 3rd and 1, no timeouts. They give it to McKissick. Great job up front. No doubt Joe Judge doesn't like it, but that was a good call.
Gibson, first down plus. Now Washington getting on a roll as Gibson picks up 14.
Maybe the weakest offensive line in football, and they've certainly shuffled the deck again here tonight.
Jones, there it is, right on cue. Play is made by Kendall Fuller coming up from the secondary. Little pump fake, and now a throw from McKissick down the sideline. McKissick out of bounds. Little pump fake, and now a throw from McKissick down the sideline. McKissick out of bounds. 56 yards, the longest play of the game. Heineke throws it into the end zone. Touchdown! What a throw, and Ricky Seals-Jones is there for Washington. The back end of it got both feet down in his first catch with Washington.
Letting off some frustration over there on the sidelines right now. They're just hoping their defense can make a stop.
Here's Gibson. Lays a hit into McKinney. Good snap, good hold. Kick is good. Washington wins it.
So I'm back. So if you didn't see, this was one of those games where everybody was like, it was a nail biter. Every time you turn around, Washington was giving it as much as the Giants were giving it. But the Giants made some mistakes. Okay. Now, there is some things that Washington is, that New York is going to have to work on, because this is their second loss of the season. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about both teams, what we learned. Takeaway number one: McLaurin over Bradbury. Now, Washington football team wide receiver Terry McLaurin gave the Giants quarterback James Bradbury all sorts of problems, and we seen it. He could not contain him, and showed again why he's one of the best receivers in the game. McLaurin caught 11 passes for 107 yards and a touchdown. And although he beat some zone coverage here, and there's a lot of his damage came against the Giants Pro Bowl cornerback, who also flagged for holding McLaurin in the fourth quarter. Late in the game, Bradbury jumped in front of a short route by McLaurin for an interception that could have easily have made for redemption. But the Giants were only able to capitalize for a field goal, not a touchdown. And it also cost them. McLaurin is an exceptional route runner, and when pass protection is solid as it was Thursday, he can get open against anyone. Keep that in mind. Pass protection was one of the main things that helped McLaurin kept getting access to that ball and kept James Bradbury not able to cover him effectively. Now, second takeaway that people need to understand, and y'all give me 1 second here. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm finna wrap this one up. I may have to do a second part on the Dallas part, but I will because I got to certainly get my son. So to make this clear, it's not on Daniel Jones for this one. The Giants quarterback had played turnover-free football on the road, which is unusual to say the least, and he made more than enough plays to win this one. But his teammates messed him up. First things first, uh, there was a drop touchdown pass by Darius Slayton. There was a holding call on CG Board who let his emotions run wild. And third, there was bitterly disappointing offsides call at the end of the game that gave the Washington football team a second shot at the game winning. Third thing, Barkley setting in. Now, this is the running back of Saquon Barkley. He coming back from an ACL. This is week 2. He got 15 touches, and he showed a burst of speed in the early run of 41 yards. And he looked like the Barkley we knew in 2018. All right. So if he remains healthy, he should be good for the rest of the season. Hinkie comes through. Now, Taylor Hinkie was as impressive today as he was in the playoff loss to the Buccaneers in January. All right. Now he was facing the stakes that involved probably not, but the fourth year backup stepping in, which is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Hinkie connected 34 to 46 passes. And just when it looked like he wasn't going to hurt the Giants deep, he hit the Giants for a crucial 2-play, 75-yard touchdown in the second half. And this was easy money for Gano. The loss in the loss was a 5 for 5 efforts by the Giant kicker, Graham Gano. Now he nailed the attempts from the 23rd to 47, 52 to 55 and the 35 yards. It gave him 35 consecutive makes, added to a franchise record. So the Giants offense lost the game in part because it couldn't punch in touchdowns on a night when it rolled up 412 yards. So this is what's going on here. What's the adjustments that I feel like that the New York Giants need to do? The pros need to step it up. Okay, Daniel Jones is doing his part. You can't blame the quarterback. He is there. He is on the money. It's time for the defense to get active. Okay, you see how you let the coverage slip through your hands. You need to put more pressure out there. That's what you need to do. You need to make that wide receiver feel like that today is a day he can't breathe because you all in his way. And when you get these touches, when you do intercept, don't just make enough to get a field goal. Go for the guzzler. Try to get as close to that touchdown as possible. You guys got a chance to go to the playoffs this year. This is no time to panic. You lost 2. You can learn from these 2, and you can really set it on fire for the next couple of weeks. Now, I hope and pray that that's what happens because they got Daniel Jones. They got Barkley playing like he was in 2018. I'm telling you, there's no reason the New York Giants should be out here messing this up. This should be an easy slam dunk. They should at least make it into the playoffs, and I would say at least survive to the second round if they play their cards right. Now, going past the Buccaneers, don't see it happening. But they got a chance to at least make a statement that they're here to be competitive and to stay in the competitive field for a long period of time. Y'all jump in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think should happen. What you think that the Giants need to do to improve to get that W next time or next week whenever they're on the schedule. Please like, share, subscribe. With that being said, I am out.